Look at Jupiter and the North Node in Taurus, folks. You see this? Look at this. They're both the same. They're at 3 degrees in Taurus. Huge deal if you have something around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 degrees in Taurus. Going to be a big deal. This is how you receive. So yes, this is income, this is money, this is love, this is gifts. Because remember, Venus rules the sign of Taurus. So it's going to be, somebody may enter your life and give to you, right? Some may feel like it's all of a sudden fate. This is super fated. This is not only fated, it's not just like a thing that happens that day. This is about your future from that day forward, because you see this horseshoe? That's called the North Node. And that North Node is about your future. Yeah, it's about your future. What's interesting is that this North Node is only going to be in Taurus for till June. And then it changes signs. It goes into Aries. So it's like right before Taurus makes its transition into the sign of Aries, there's something powerfully grounding here. So whether it's with your income, your finances, Taurus is an earth sign. And it's like the step one. Think about like this. It's step one. It's me saying, I now know what I value. I now know who I value. I now know what I need in my life, like in materially, or what I don't need materially. Because Taurus can be, all about the material and the tangible. Like, how many of you've gone into someone's home and they're like, yeah, just go in the kitchen and get it. So you go in there, you open the refrigerator, and it's just filled. It's just pouring out with food, like tons of food, right? And then another friend's home, you go in and you open that refrigerator and it's like bare bones. What's the difference? One may be an avid cook, so they got all the supplies on hand. They like to eat. They like to eat from home. All these little things can be associated with the sign of Taurus, because Taurus can also be a minimalist. Yeah. Taurus can say, that's of course on a different level, right? Only because you get to a point in your life when it's like, how many things can a person have, right? When you realize, well, I always wanted one of these. I always needed one of these. And then you got it and you're like, oh, but I got them in 3 or 4 different colors now. And there's something there where it's not as exciting. It doesn't feel as satisfying. It doesn't feel like it does anything for you anymore, So there comes a point in time where it's like the money and the material things don't matter. It doesn't make a difference. And so the Taurus energy starts to release and let go of the material and the tangible. All right. But for this particular Jupiter and North Node, this is definitely a very auspicious time. This chart is about good luck. This is a time coming up in 2023, in the first half of 2023. And it is about incomes and values and money. And it could be love. It could be all of the above. It could be a very lucky and auspicious and amazing time where some folks, your fates of fortune may actually change, and change in a really good way. It can be extremely beneficial. Let's see what we got here. I've got too many charts up. Here we go. Let's pull this chart up. All right. How does that one look? Let me see if we can see that on the screen. What is up, D? Happy New Year, D. How the heck are you? How are you? Is it 2023 by you? Wait, D, are you? I know I can remember this. Hold on. Are you in Georgia? I'm getting better. I know I am. Yes. Happy New Year and much love. Absolutely. 2023, I'm talking about a very auspicious time for the new year. This is what we're talking about tonight. Can you see that? So we're looking at Jupiter. And we're looking at the North Node. You see that? Do you know your chart well enough, D? Do you have it in your mind? Do you have anything in the Taurus energy? Because this is right here. Okay, I'm having difficulties with my stuff tonight for some, oh Lord. Taurus energy. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 degrees of Taurus. So things that would work really well with this would be anybody who's got, whether it's your sun or your moon or your rising sign in Virgo at 0, at 1, 2, 3, and 4, even 5 degrees, and the same for Capricorn. Same for Capricorn, because that would be trine energy. It's going to be the conjunction of the North Node and Jupiter. It'd be a really beneficial time for some folks. Major changes for some people in their lives, depending upon like what house that happens in. And if there's trines, I myself don't have anything in those early degrees of Virgo. I think the first thing I have in Virgo, the lowest degree I have is like 14 degrees in Virgo. And then my Capricorn, the lowest thing I have begins like at 9 degrees, I believe it is. So yeah, I don't have anything trining that, but there's going to be some lucky people out there who've got some really beneficial energy. It's money, it's abundance, it's good things coming. Good things coming. Alyssa, how are you? How are you, Alyssa? Another friend from Illinois. Yes, yes, yes. Just somebody else, I didn't see somebody, but in a chat in another live. There's if anybody, have you guys heard of Incredible Tiny Homes? I started this live just a bit late and a little bit different because I have like a YouTube neighbor, Incredible Tiny Homes, and he's out of Newport, Tennessee, and he's a builder, and he makes tiny homes. And tonight at 9 p.m. our time, well, Central Daylight Time, he gave away a tiny home. That was what his channel did for the first 100,000 subscribers, and it was really insane. He dressed up like Baby New Year. I had no idea he was going to do that. Like, he surprised everybody. His chat was crazy, because they did it live, and they had like a big tub that you would put like ice and beer in. And so it was huge. And anyway, people had mailed in their postcards, and you had to have your name, your phone number, and all this stuff on your postcard and mail it into them. And then they had to verify them anyhow. So while they were live, they pulled the card and then they called the winner live. So it was really crazy. And he was wearing, this is a grown man, by the way, he was wearing a diaper. The man was butt naked. Well, he had a diaper on, of course, or whatever. I don't know how they did that, but they made him a diaper. So he was like Baby New Year. He had like this fake top hat on. Anyhow, he gave away a free house tonight, and it's a tiny home, but anyhow, I just think to myself, this makes me think of that when I see the Jupiter and the North Node conjunction in Taurus. Let me close this other thing off right here. Well, let me minimize it instead of closing it off. So, Alyssa, how are you doing? Let me do that for a real quick second so I can move some things around. Alyssa, okay, D's like, hell yeah. Yeah, I would think that would perk people's ears up. So you have Taurus at 17, Mercury at 28 in Virgo. Virgo rising along with the south nodes at 5 degrees. Oh, we need to pull up your chart. I think we should look at that, right? Because look, on this chart, this has got to be exciting for you, D. So you have something at 5 degrees, 6 degrees, 555, 6 degrees in Virgo. That's your south node. Okay, so we need to just pull it up. But before we start pulling up charts, which I'm more than happy to do, your Mercury is in Taurus at 28. Okay, so yeah, looking at this chart, so you see it's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 degrees of Taurus energy. Now, if there's other things around, it could be extremely beneficial. Like D, you said you have something at 6 degrees basically in Virgo, which would be Virgo over here. You have something at 6. So that could be really awesome, because either way, that North Node will trine your South Node. The North Node will trine your South Node. That'll be a nice time. You're probably counting that down, I bet, right? Because now the nodes, like right now, the nodes are like 11 something in Taurus. And so this is May. If I didn't say, I probably didn't say. Such a dork that way. I don't know why my hand sticks on this thing. So there it is. So it's May 29th, 2023, like this beautiful conjunction, this very beneficial, amazing and beautiful conjunction. So this can be a love interest, a love relationship. I got cats outside the door going crazy. This can be money. This can be food, it can just be like somebody giving gifts, but I really truly believe this is really more about someone's future because it's the North Node. It's about someone's future. And Jupiter is extremely beneficial, right? So it's Jupiter conjunct the North Node. Yeah, it's a big deal. The question is, where's Taurus energy in your chart? That's going to be a big factor. So just as an example on this chart, this is just a chart of the moment, but let's pretend that this is somebody's chart. This would be happening in their 7th house. Right. I got the number 7. It's over here. It's kind of covered up. Maybe it's time to change the orange to a color you can see. But what happens is, okay, good. It turned to purple. What happens is, this is relationships. Yeah, significant one-on-one relationships. This could be business partnerships as well, right? This is a really beautiful, this is gift energy. When you see Jupiter and Taurus like this with the North Node, this is like something really beautiful. Think of all the Taurus keywords. It's the earth, it's values. So this could be about self-love for some folks, but if this was somebody's chart, this would be like, to be honest, you want my truth? I'm gonna tell you the truth. This is somebody's chart. I'm thinking suddenly there may be multiple people in someone's life where they're like, all of a sudden they've got like this, I'm not going to call it a fatal attraction, but the desire factor is massively increased. All of a sudden you may get offers, people may approach you and like this is the 7th house. So you may have people in your life, right, that you are partners with, or you are all of a sudden become partners with because there's that attraction thing happening. Because Taurus energy, all about attraction. Think of Venus, think of, the bees and honey, and yeah, it's like a magnet, right? Um, if you're married, if you're already with somebody, then this may also be that your partner may become suddenly very attractive to you, right? Because there's an increase in that pull, that my hands are open and all of a sudden things and people are drawn to me. People want to suddenly give to me. But if it's in the 7th house, it's partnerships. So your partner, if you're married, literally, your partner may have some huge windfall. Could be money, could be love, right? There could be all of a sudden a great interest in this person, okay, because it's your 7th house. Or you could have people coming to you because it's Jupiter. So Jupiter increases partnerships because it's 7th house, right? Yeah. It increases partnerships. And it's going to be like all things Taurus energy, all things Taurus. So think about Taurus energy. It could, maybe if it for a female, maybe your husband's bringing you lots of gifts, and if you're not female, or if you're whatever you are, however you identify, whoever your partner is, maybe all about gift giving at that time, right? So this can be super, super beneficial. So what if this energy is in somebody's 6th house? Well, this is the 6th house is about work. It's about routines. It's about projects, tasks. So life can be very, very busy if it's in the 6th house energy, right? If we're looking at someone's chart and they have Taurus in their 6, there can be just an increase in opportunities to do creative projects, big time. Maybe because Taurus energy is about beauty. So when we put it in the 6th house, 6 is like Virgo, it's organizing, it's there should be a place for everything, a thing for every place, but it's going to use cleaning to beautify, big time. That would be Taurus in the 6. So yeah, let me see what we got going on over here. Coming back to the chat, and then we can pull some people up. If I've got your chart, we can pull you up and we can take a peek and see how this is going to work out for you. Because Guys, this is really beneficial. This is like good luck landing in someone's lap. Below the video, I'll have all the degrees for those of you who like to pay attention to the degrees in your chart. Again, if you don't know and you want to know, just comment below.